Hi! Today we're going to read one of our favorite books called Spoon. It's by Amy Krouse Rosenthal and Scott Magoon. This is Spoon. This is Spoon's family. On Sundays, let's move it over here. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior. She's very fancy and proper. Goodbye, darling. Ta-ta. At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon had been feeling blue. Matthew, what does it mean to feel blue?
Sad?
Yeah, sad. Spoon was feeling sad. What's wrong? Asked his mother. You look a bit bent out of shape. Nothing, mumbled Spoon. It's just that, I don't know. All my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. Yes, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he? And Fork. Fork is so lucky. She gets to go practically everywhere. I bet she never gets stir crazy like I do. Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she? Yep, there she is. Let's see, the Fork's getting a steak off the grill and eating a good healthy salad and some spaghetti with meatballs. Oh, and chocolate icing and cake.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yep.
And chopsticks. They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. No one thinks I'm cool or exotic.
What's a socket?
Exotic is like from another world, like just really cool. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they? Meanwhile, if Spoon only knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. Spoon is so lucky, said Knife. He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon. Look, here the spoons get to clang and bang around on the pots. Spoon is so lucky, said Fork. He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me.
No.
Spoon is so lucky, said Chopsticks. He can go places all by himself. We could never function apart.
Why?
Well, because chopsticks, you have to use them together to pick up food. They wouldn't work the same if you only had one. You have to have two of them to make them work.
Well, what kind of face is that?
What do you think? How do you think he feels? Happy or sad?
Happy?
His face is kind of straight. I think he might be a little sad thinking about the fun that Fork and Knife and Chopsticks get to have, and wishing that he could do the same things as them. Let's see what his mom has to say. That night, after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving head first into a bowl of ice cream. They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea. Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. I can't sleep. You know what his parents said? Come snuggle. Come Spoon. The end. Matthew, what'd you think of that story?
Good.
Yeah, it was good.